The Chicago Bulls.
The big spenders are free agents. The tamperers.
The tamperers. Okay, listen. Tampering is another topic.
Chicago tampering.
And like everyone does it.
Yeah, but you guys are doing it months in advance.
Like tell me like with the Anthony Davis thing. He knew he wanted to go to LA since playing Olympic ball. Like Olympic ball, Drew League, dinners, lunches, all these things are...
The thing is, like, players could talk.
Right.
I mean, what the NBA's going to crack down on their players talking to each other.
Exactly.
It's just when the front offices talk to other front offices, hey, we're going to lose Lonzo. Let's work something out so he can get us...
Right, but, like, even then, it's already impossible. Like, all these guys have their numbers and stuff. It's like... It's weird. It's like... You know, it's just non-fixable. I just don't see a way to fix it. Because, like, what are you going to do? You're going to go, like, through their phones and, like, bug their phones to see who they're talking to?
They're going to lose a draft pick, the Bulls, I think.
I hope not, because, I mean, like, okay, so it feels kind of selective then.
The Bucks lost the draft pick for Bogdan.
Oh, that's right. But that one was actually, but, like, this, like, and even the Heat, too, like, all these guys, okay, so... Free agency starts at 6, right?
Yeah.
We get all the Woj suites by 6:02, and we know all the rosters. So, like, you're telling me they take 3 seconds to negotiate the deal?
I don't know.
Like, signing trades are always kind of difficult, especially.
I think the only reason, because the signing trades, like, that takes a lot of talking to pull off.
Right, but like,
negotiate. Well, I mean, yeah.
It always selective. So, like, Anthony Davis, everybody knew that he signed with Clutch. It's with LeBron. He always comes to LA. He always invites him to workouts and all that stuff. But they never crack down on that. So that's what I'm saying. It almost feels selective. And if they crack down on it, like, hard on the Bulls or the Heat, it feels like, really? Like, that feels like, I don't know. But
they're going to lose a pick, I think.
They're going to lose a pick, lose cash. I don't know. It just, it kind of sucks, and it kind of gets me angry. Because it's like... Like,
you just hate the Lakers, huh?
Yeah, but like representation, like agencies are such a like what's the one that like they signs, it's not Clutch, it's another one.
Excel?
Yeah, like Excel. Like there's a lot of people on there. Like Mikey Williams was Excel, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you don't think there are some players that already have Mikey's number?
Of course. I mean, they just keep it on the down low.
Right, exactly.
It's just this stuff gets out, you know?
Yeah, so, like, it's just who keeps it under wraps, but then at the same time, it's like...
You have trustworthy people around you or else...
Right, but, like, everybody does it, so it's not cheating. It's just that, like, okay, like, everybody does it. It's just you gotta find a way to, like okay, like, Luka, I know for a fact he recruits.
No, he doesn't. Because you think he hit up Reggie Bullock? Hey, bro.
No, but I know he hit up Kawhi at one point.
No, dude.
He had to.
Luka doesn't talk to these guys. I promise you.
It's all the European guys don't talk to Kawhi.
Yeah, he only.
Like
Jokic is not talking to Kawhi. They only talk amongst each other. Like Luka's tampering right now, or was tampering with Goran.
Okay.
Oh no! It is when he signed his contract extension. Interviewer said, "Oh, are there any plans to get Goran?" And Luka said, "Oh, if I speak on it, we're gonna get fined." So, yeah. But Goran is literally there taking pictures of Luka at his like Mark Cuban.
Right. So there's the international aspect again, Olympic ball, and agencies. So like it's just never gonna end. It's just
Luka's not talking to DeMar. Like he doesn't. I swear, no one talks to Luka. Like I swear to God. No one talks to this guy.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what Luka has to. You know what it is? Luka has to get the vocabulary.
It's only the Europeans.
Luka has to get the slang.
Like Giannis is cool with him.
He got my man now, so maybe that helps a little bit.
I heard he's good. His girlfriend's good friends with Zach LaVine's girlfriend. So.
You see what I'm saying?
So Zach might be coming next year.
Maverick's getting everybody. Yeah. I saw a TikTok. It's like Maverick's getting everybody. Then it's like they ask him, "It's like what happened?" And they're like, "No, bro, nobody wants to come to Dallas."
Yeah, bro, we got Bruce. What's his name? I forgot his name. Sterling Brown. Got Sterling Brown.
Oh, Sterling Brown.
Marquee free agent.
Marquee. So yeah. Anyway, we're going a little bit off topic,
Let's
but
talk about these cheaters.
Oh my God. But anyway, they finished 11th
Yeah.
last year.
They put all the chips in to get Vucevic
Didn't even make
to make the play-in. They couldn't even make the play-in. Not.
Their coach is Billy Donovan, right? Which Billy Donovan is kind
He's
of
a job.
He's
okay, but like
he's all right.
But like he hasn't really done anything.
No, I mean he did with OKC, but I think that was mainly
KD
and then Chris Paul.
Yeah,
like
fine.
that was mainly them. But he does like the good thing is about him, which we'll get into a little bit later, is that he likes running 3-guard sets.
Yeah.
But we'll worry about that when we get to the depth chart. So I like this team. They obviously got Lonzo on a sign and trade, which is getting investigated. DeMar DeRozan, who signed from free agency. No.
Yeah,
Free agency. They kept Zach LaVine.
Sign and trade, I guess. They sent like.
Yeah, they sent.
Fruit Aminu.
Sign and trade. They kept Zach. Obviously, Patrick Williams is still there on his rookie contract. They signed Alex Caruso, which was a pretty big surprise for me. When I saw it on Instagram, I think I saw that one on Instagram. I was like, Caruso is the Bull? What the fuck?
That doesn't feel right.
It doesn't. I mean, like, I thought, because apparently the next biggest relationship between LeBron is obviously Anthony Davis and Caruso.
Yeah.
He loved him. He bailed him out of jail.
Oh, we don't know that.
He bailed him out of jail. So I'm like, well, what? He just left? That was a big surprise to me. I like it, but it was just a really big surprise to me. They obviously added Ayo from the draft, which I like. I like Ayo. So if we look over...
One of the things here, though, with, like, their additions, so they paid a big money for Lonzo, right?
Yeah.
I mean, do we know, we've seen that he's improved the three-point shot, shooting about 40% now, which is amazing for what his shot was when he came in.
Yeah.
Does he have the ability to, like, facilitate in the half court? Like, he hasn't proven that. They turn him into a corner sitter.
The good thing is, though, is that...
Can we trust him? Like...
Yeah. The good thing is, though, he doesn't have to. Because he got two other guys.
Yeah.
Because now you have DeMar.
But that was his thing. Like, he was always saying, like, the system wasn't for Alonzo in New York.
But, like, what system? You get me? Like, is the system for him a Giannis system? Like, you give him the ball and get out the way type thing? Or, like, is he, like... Because obviously he's not...
He's not getting to the rim.
No, he doesn't like getting to the rim. Mm-hmm. Like, I think he's, like...
he's a phenomenal passer.
Yeah, he sucks at getting to the rim. Like, he's not a good finisher on the rim. Mm-hmm. So... Like, him coming off down, like, it's just almost kind of like a dream. Him coming off a pick and roll off Vucevic. You have Vucevic there. You have DeMar, who can set a down screen for Zach LaVine coming around the back. So you got 4 options coming off the screen. Vuce in the pick. You take it yourself. DeMar at Dunker's mid-range spot. Mm-hmm. And Zach LaVine coming off the 3 behind you on the top of the key. Like... This is the right system for him.
A lot of options.
Because there's a lot of options, and with him in New Orleans, I mean, there was the same options, but there's just no 3-point shooting.
Stan Van Gundy.
Yeah, but here you have 3-point shooting. And I know Billy saw what Stan Van Gundy did and is going to learn from it, because obviously DeMar can run an offense.
Yeah. I mean, he's not going to shoot the 3-ball, DeMar.
No. But he did it in San Antonio.
He averaged a career high in assists last year. Like
9.5 for...
He was like 8, 7, 8. Yeah, he was top 5 in assists last year.
Yeah, which is obviously nothing on the Spurs. And the Spurs, they had... Who did they have?
Keldon Johnson.
Yeah, so with these options, like, he doesn't have to be the play initiator the entire time. And Zach LaVine can also shot create for
Zach LaVine
people.
was an all-star. I'm excited for what he does following his all-star season.
Exactly.
He did pretty good last year.
Yeah, and then you have, like, all obviously you have the 4 options that I named. And then, obviously, we can't forget the 5th, which is...
DePaul.
Which is Patrick Williams.
DePaul. I think he's going to have a step up next year.
Yeah,
who improved 3-point shooting.
Exactly, and you have him sit in the corner.
Yeah, and he'll guard the other team's best player. You have Lonzo guarding the other team's point guard. DeMar
can funnel to Vucevic.
Yeah, I mean, he's not the greatest defender. But
no. I think the only team the only teams that cannot handle, or that the Bulls cannot handle defensively, would probably be like obviously the Nets.
A lot of teams can't handle them.
Oh yeah, like just like teams that are bigger than them.
Yeah.
I would say are people are not, because like even then if you think about it, the Bulls. Let's just go back to the depth chart.
I was gonna bring it up like that. That's the concern. Like starting lineup, like on paper, right?
Yeah.
And like potential wise,
Mm.
probably one of the better ones in the league.
Yeah,
Just off of names like
Yeah.
Vucevic, All-Star center.
on paper, yeah.
Levine, All-Star. Patrick Williams, upcoming two-way player. Lonzo,
Potential All-Star.
and DeMar, former All-Star.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get to the bench and it's like the front court, like no front. Tony Bradley's your backup center.
Yeah.
Laurie Markkanen's not coming back.
No.
You get Caruso, Kobe White's a decent point guard off the bench. But it's just like this front court. Troy Brown at the wing. Like, they have no wings.
Yeah.
There's no wings on this team.
Yeah, there's nothing, and like that's the concern, because
Yeah.
like there's only, let's see, 3, 5, 7, 8, 10. There's only 10 guys. They need 5 more to fill out a roster.
They only got 3 guys over 6'8".
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
Pat Williams, Vooch, and Tony Bradley. Right?
yeah.
Like,
But the thing is, like, for this starting lineup, I like it mainly because obviously it's great on paper, and they are long and big. They can hold themselves up. Like Lonzo is 6'5".
yeah.
Zach LaVine is 6'5".
6'5". 6'4", 6'5".
Patrick Williams is 6'7".
Yeah.
DeMar DeRozan is 6'6". Vucevic is 6'11", 7 feet.
Yeah.
Like, I like this. The only teams that will give them like any trouble is those that are bigger than them in the power forward and the center spot.
Sixers,
With Embiid, Nuggets,
Jokic,
the Lakers,
Bucks.
but that's what I'm saying. Which one
Like,
constant?
Who's guarding Giannis on this team?
Exactly. One constant is power forward.
Yeah.
Who's behind DeMar?
So,
Like,
the thing is, so Laurie Markkanen, obviously, he already said he doesn't want to come back.
what? He signed with the Hornets already.
No, he didn't.
He did?
No, he hasn't signed yet.
Oh, I thought he did.
So there's the thing. Mavericks are interested in Lowry, but the Bulls want to sign and trade. And the report was it was going to be Lowry for Maxi Kleba.
That would have.
I mean, Maxi Kleba fits on this team.
Yeah, he does.
6'10", shoot the ball.
That would have made a lot more
And
sense.
he's not a slouch on defense. So, I mean, he'd fill out that floor role if they were to do the trade. I mean, I love Maxi.
Yeah, I like Maxey too. He's
Like-
he's a good. I remember
Very
when
under the radar.
Yeah, I remember when it was Dallas Bucks, like they faced each other during the regular season.
Yeah.
Cleveland did a really good
Yeah.
job of keeping Giannis in front of him. I remember he kind of gave Giannis trouble last year.
Because he's mobile for his height.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you put him here and he fills out your floor role behind DeMar.
Yeah. And so, again, with what I said earlier, going back to it, Billy Donovan likes running 3-guard sets.
Mm-hmm.
So, at some point, let's say DeMar's on the bench, right? You put Patrick at the 4, you keep Vooch at the 5, and now point guard, shooting guard, small
You
forward.
bring in like Kobe White.
You bring in you can go all offense. Lonzo, Kobe, Zach. You can go all defense. Where now you put Patrick back in the small forward. You go Lonzo, Caruso, Patrick.
You can even put DeMar at one of those guard spots too.
Yeah, you can now put DeMar there as well. You could Levine goes off the bench, Lonzo, DeMar, Troy Brown Jr. Like this is where it starts getting like the backup.
It's just they're so thin at front court.
So yeah,
Like Tony Bradley is gonna get worked.
He is.
He can't switch.
The depth. It's just called a depth chart.
Yeah.
There's no depth.
Yeah.
It's just chart.
Yeah, it's just a chart.
This is just a chart. Like Ayo is not gonna do much. Do you think Ayo gets minutes? Like considering
unless Billy Donovan's playing 40 chess and he has Alex Caruso at the 4.
Oh.
And Don Sumu's
Ayo
is the backup.
Just a 4-guard set.
Is the backup too. Caruso can play the 4. So I highly doubt that. I'm pretty sure they're not done yet making moves. I mean, they have Tyler Bay on a 2-way.
Yeah.
He used to be a Maverick.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I know.
remember.
I mean, he's long,
Mhm.
6'7", Sean Marion type build, but I don't think he's NBA ready.
Yeah, they're not like obviously. There's a lot of free agents left on the board.
Paul Millsap's out there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, he'd fill in real nice at the 4. And
Paul
3.
Millsap makes sense. There are actually a lot of decent
I'd rather
4s
have-
and 5s
I'd
out there
rather
on the
Luke
free agent
Cornett
market.
over Tony Bradley.
Fucking Luke Cornett, yeah. Like,
Give me Omari Spellman.
yeah, I like Thaddeus Young. Like, Thaddeus Young also fit here, but it just
so
sucked.
nice at the 4 there.
It just sucked that they had to let him go.
He did everything.
It sucked because of the contract.
Yeah.
They just had to match it, so he was part of the sign and trade.
So
It
San
sucked. He
Antonio,
fit
right?
well.
Where do you go? Where do you go? San Antonio.
Yeah, I think it was in the San Antonio.
Yeah, like he was good. He was like a Swiss Army knife.
Oh, yeah, I
He
like
did
that
everything.
Young. I remember you remember the Thad Young stat
Daddy.
where he's the one of the
Oh yeah, one of the
4 players in like 10 plus points, 5 plus assists.
on a winter night in November.
Yeah, some stupid.
Only him and George Mikan.
Him and like LeBron and Michael and like what the hell. But yeah, so I really like Thaddeus Young. Thaddeus Young would have made a lot more sense, but it just sucks that contracts that's just the way it had to be.
One thing I think they might do. What if they trade Kobe White?
Yeah,
And get some more depth at the front court positions.
yeah,
Because I mean, Kobe White gonna be a backup next year.
yeah.
Maybe they have a lot of trust in Io.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But yeah, if there's anybody who would probably be on the trade block or looking to be moved,
It's got to be Kobe.
it's
right?
it's Kobe. Because I mean, Caruso, you can't trade him because of signed.
Yeah.
You can't because he's signed, so you can't trade him. Troy Brown Jr. also recently signed, so you can't trade him. Tony Bradley
doesn't have trade value.
doesn't have trade value at all, and Ayo you just drafted. So Kobe is the only guy who, like, if you can make him valuable in the first like 30 games of the season,
Yeah.
where he looks like a 6-man,
Yeah.
looks like it, not is one, but looks like it, and somebody else is like. Call the phone and it's just like, hey, what about Kobe
Yeah, 'cause
for
there's
your
always
power
gonna be
forward?
teams that need scoring punches off the bench.
Yeah, and like Kobe White, and now everybody's looking for a Tim Hardaway, a Jordan Clarkson,
Yeah.
and so like Kobe can do something for some team.
But then you lose some backup guard.
Then you lose backup guard, so-
it's just a tough position. They definitely got better from last year.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Definitely.
definitely.
But is this like team like sustainable to make a run?
Yeah.
With, like what they have right now.
Like even then, like okay, like the only team similar to this would, and like where you look on paper and it's like, damn, it's obviously like the Bucks and the Nets. But even at that, for them being so good, they still have bench depth, and that's what separates them.
I think the Bulls this next year, their ceiling's second round playoff appearance.
Yeah.
But the floor, it has to be like at least
Play-in.
making, like the play-in.
If they don't make play-in,
Yeah,
like
then they massively.
this
like,
is that just sucks.
They just wasted a lot of money.
Yeah, this just sucks if they don't make play-in. Like,
If they don't make the play-in.
because this is
Zach LaVine.
Zach's last year, right?
Yeah, he hasn't
so
signed,
he's gone.
He hasn't signed the extension.
No, because they wasted, but like wasted a bunch of
Yeah.
this money on.
I mean, this off season they showed, hey, look, you're our star. We want
Yeah.
to build around you. But I mean, if they don't make the playoffs,
This sucks.
Yeah.
This will suck. Like
And
this.
if you lose Zach, your cornerstones are going to be Lonzo Ball, Pat Williams, and how old's DeMar? 33, 34?
Yeah. So and Vooch, I guess Vooch is gonna be on another team that's like
Yeah,
in the weird
Yeah.
like waves of like, okay, you're kind of good, but you're kind of garbage. So like
What do you think Lonzo's going to average next year?
in this offense,
14?
yeah, 14, 15.
14, 5, 6 and 5, 6 and
He
6?
has the potential to go 20, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
let's say DeMar kind of goes backseat, right? DeMar goes 14.
I doubt it.
I doubt it, but like, let's say he goes backseat, right? Well, scoring options, right? Zach LaVine,
Zach's your first
play.
scorer now.
You have to. It has. This
Yeah.
dude's gonna average 25.
Yeah,
Like
25
no
points.
less.
Yeah, 25,
No less.
yeah.
Second,
DeMar.
DeMar,
Unless
Lonzo.
they're like, hey, let's see what Lonzo has to offer. We
Right.
just signed him for big money.
Right. I would make Lonzo my second, considering that, okay, he's obviously my best playmaker. He's obviously my best playmaker. He has a lot of options coming off screens. He has recently gotten 3-point shot. You run a couple ISOs for him. You run a couple screens where it's just him and Vooch, and he makes a play off of it.
I mean, we forgot about Vooch. Vooch could be a second option.
Vooch could be a second option. You got 3 second options.
Yeah.
And, like, for sure, like, your second again. The worst case scenario, your second option is Patrick Williams, but that can't happen.
People forget about Vooch because like it's Vooch. Like his game isn't sexy, but
No.
like, he has the ability to put up 20 and 12 if you wanted to.
Yeah, I think Zach. I think this is how it goes in the hierarchy of scoring. We're gonna look at this roster. It's gonna be Zach at like 25, Vooch at 20, Demar, Alonzo. They're gonna be like point fraction of a point away from each other. Like Demar's gonna be at 16, Lonzo goes 15, Patrick takes the jump, maybe goes 15 too, or 12.
I mean, if they wanted to let Lonzo run loose, he could easily average like 18, 7, and 7.
Yeah, like there's a lot of playmaking here too. The assist is gonna be like Lonzo literally has the potential in this to have a 20-20 game, a 20-point, 20-assist game. And then Zach LaVine goes off for like 40 in the same game.
And one thing that I want to bring up, I mean, Lonzo's always played with like legit like lob threat.
Yeah.
So like, is Pat Williams that for him now, or who is it?
I mean, Zach LaVine off.
Nah, they're not running two guards.
I mean, they could.
Maybe like off a back screen.
Yeah, off a back screen.
Zach's not setting the screen.
No, but like off a back screen.
Maybe.
I mean, Vooch can finish around the rim. I like his touch around the rim, but I don't know. It's almost like okay, we'll go to minutes, right? Like, is this so good of a team and so bad of depth that you give your starting five like
everyone plays 30?
Everyone plays 30. Is this how it works? And then Caruso gets like 15, Kobe gets like 20.
There's no way Tony Bradley's their fucking
like Tony Bradley is probably gonna get 15.
I hope he's not their backup center. I hope they make another move.
I hope so too, but he's gonna get 10 starting the season, 10 or 12, somewhere around there. Troy Brown Jr. is going to get 15 because there's nobody. I mean, Troy Brown
Jr. is about to win 6 Man of the Year.
Troy Brown Jr. can shoot.
Just off being able to play 22 minutes.
Yeah, Troy Brown can shoot too. But yeah, like it's just that it's so good. Starting five wise, that like I feel like your only choice is for all of them to play 30. I think that's your only choice.
But then, like, you do that for 82 games, it's like...
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's like, oh, well, we're burnt out, coach.
Right.
Playoffs.
And then...
they already have their 8-man rotation that you run in the playoffs, so it's like...
Yeah, so, like, I don't know. They're in a very weird spot right now. Yeah. The play style is going to be interesting because it's like you want to give touches to Vooch in the post. You want to give DeMar touches in the post. You want to get Zach ISO.
I need to see how this plays out.
I want to see it too. And then if Patrick Williams, because Patrick Williams go crazy in the summer league, he had like a 30-point game, I think.
He's good. I like him.
So this is gonna be an interesting offense. Interesting offense. I don't even know what to do, and we're the basketball operations. I don't even know what to do. It's just how you play out.
Yeah, I mean, Kobe White, Caruso are going to be the first two off the bench.
Yeah, and then
Troy Brown's going to stagger minutes at the 3 and the 4.
Yeah,
but they're definitely not done making moves. They can't be.
I really hope they're not.
But
like
at the moment, like this is what we got to work with.
I'm gonna call fucking Billy Donovan myself to tell him this is like you better not be done, bro. No, Kenny Beecham is gonna be so angry if this is the depth chart by.
Nah, he's still happy they got DeMar and Lonzo.
Okay, so he's on a high. All right, keep him happy. As long as Kenny's happy, I'm happy. All right.